Today we'll be showing you how to go from Rhino to Foveate. Let's get started. Rhino is a super flexible CAD application that allows you to export multiple formats, which Foveate accepts. We accept the .3dm, the native Rhino format, FBX, PLY, gltf, and more. However, if you're using the .3dm, that's the easiest and the most flexible. However, its file size can be very large. So if you want to have smaller presentations that still look awesome, use the gltf, which is native in Rhino 8 and can be used with plugins in Rhino 7. Now, Rhino has physically based materials, which is a little bit on the newer side, but you can check your materials here in the material panel and see the type. So anything that is physically based will appear in Foveate, just like they would in a rendered view here in Rhino. So let's just save our file here. Go to Foveate now and open up a new scene. Just press create scene in the top right. We'll name this gallery. Now Foveate accepts a .3dm, so all you have to do is drag and drop that file in. And boom, it'll be uploaded and appear in Foveate. Now an added bonus of .3dms is that Foveate will read the scale inside of the file and automatically convert it to meters, or resolve it to meters, which is Foveate's native unit. So for example, if your teammate is working in inches, you're working in meters, let's say because you're in different countries, when you both upload your 3DMs to the same Foveate scene, they will automatically match in scale and be correct. So no more of those scalar issues where Rhino's like, we've detected a different unit, do you want to scale this thing? And it's very confusing what you're supposed to do. Foveate, it just works. So now you have your model in here. Let's go to the scene settings, which is the middle button at the top here, the top dock, and let's change the lighting condition. So let's change this to something a bit more even. This one's good for an indoor scenario. And then we can change the background type from color to image sphere. And this will use Foveate's 8K HDR backgrounds. And we can blur it a little bit so it's not as apparent. And get started making our moments. So we'll open up the moments panel here just to see them appear. Fly around to a point in our model. Now moments from Rhino users are very similar to named views, but a little bit more powerful. So just fly anywhere in the scene and press add moment. Now here, this is where you can annotate your scene. This way you can turn your 3D model, your CAD model, into a narrative and lead your client through it. So we'll call this balcony view. Alright, that's our first moment. That's pretty good. Now let's fly to somewhere, let's say on the lower level, looking at this feature wall. Okay, that looks pretty good. We can press add moment here, make our second moment. We'll call this feature wall. Now this model is supposed to be a gallery, so let's talk about that and suggest to put a painting here from the artist. Say Michelangelo. Alright, and now with your moment, you can adjust the FOV, make this a little bit more indoor friendly. Around 60 is usually pretty good for indoor features, and we can change how long it takes to get to this moment. So let's make it take 3 seconds. And you can just use the arrow keys to go between the different moments. And Foveate will automatically transition you. Alright, now let's make this perhaps have a little bit more shadow. Now ambient occlusion here down in post-processing is very similar to Arctic mode in Rhino. This has some subtle soft shadows that can really help flesh out your scene. Looks pretty good. Alright, I think we're ready to share this. Now, we can make this public. If we do that, then anybody with the Foveate link can see it. They don't even have to sign in. And we can add our team members. So I'm going to add my team member, Ian, and he'll be an editor, which means that he can make moments and add other assets, whether they're images, videos, point clouds, other 3D CAD or BIM models, and more. Alrighty.